Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Josh, and in today's video we are talking about how Jeffree Star was exposed by an ex-friend, kind of proving that he has done the same thing that he did to Tati and James before in the past. So a YouTuber named Mar made a video called I Was Friends with Jeffree Star, Our Drama. And in the video she's talking about the drama that she had with Jeffree Star. So in this video I'm going to be explaining pretty much what she talked about in that video, but I'm also going to be linking that video down below if you want to go and watch the full video. But I'm going to be explaining some of the most important parts in my opinion, and then I'm going to be going into how this kind of connects to Tati and James and what's going on with that situation, according to what Tati says that Jeffree did. But before I get into that, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and tap the bell if you enjoy these videos and you want to see more. I'm posting every single day at 11 a.m. I might post more than that, but at least one upload per day. So if you want to keep up with the latest drama or news or whatever you want to call it, make sure to subscribe, tap the bell so you get notified when I post, and like this video if you enjoy it. Anyway, now let's get into the video and start talking about what Mar said in the video exposing Jeffree Star. So Mar is a beauty YouTuber with 2 million subscribers, and yesterday she uploaded a video that was exposing Jeffree Star and her experience with Jeffree Star. In this video, pretty much before anything, she explains how Jeffree Star is unlike anybody that she's ever met before, in that he can get almost anybody to believe anything that he wants. So she was talking about how she was kind of scared about making this video, not because he has anything that he could release to expose her, but just because she believes that no matter what he says, a lot of people will believe just because of how he says it, or because of how he carries himself. Just a lot of people believe everything he said, so she can provide all the facts, which she did, and I'm going to be explaining everything. But she was saying how she could say anything that was factual and Jeffree Star could kind of twist it and make it seem like it wasn't. So she was a little bit scared for that, but she decided that it was the right thing to do and still make the video. So then she got into a little bit more detail about what was actually going on during this situation that happened a few years ago. This situation, besides Jeffree and Mar, also involves a makeup YouTuber called Makeupshayla, who has 745,000 subscribers when I'm recording this, and she is another beauty YouTuber. So I just thought that would be important to let you guys know that there is a third person involved in all this, and it kind of really is similar to the Tati and James thing and what Jeffree supposedly did. Anyway, now I'm going to explain exactly what she was talking about in the video. So basically, in the beginning of her video, she explains how she was at a party. It was one of her first events as a beauty influencer, and she was sitting across the table from Jeffree Star, and I'm pretty sure that Makeupshayla was also at the table as well. If she was not at the table, she at least was near the table at one point during a part of a conversation that caused all this drama. But basically, she talked about how she was a little bit scared going there alone, but she was invited to this event in New York, and she went to it, and that's where she met Jeffree Star. And she was a huge fan from his MySpace days, and she said at that time Jeffree wasn't as popular on YouTube, and so a lot of people didn't know about his MySpace days because they weren't really that big of a fan of him, or people just didn't really know who he was. So he obviously had some kind of following to get invited to this event, but Mar actually had a bigger following at that point. Right now, Jeffree Star has 17 million, and Mar has 2 million, so obviously Jeffree Star has grown past her, but at this point she definitely had more subscribers, and that's kind of important for what she said next. I'm pretty sure that she mentioned Manny MUA was there, other people were there that are like known YouTubers, so this was kind of a big event, and a lot of the people that were there turned out to be some of the bigger beauty influencers. So while she was at dinner at the table, they were all talking about the surgeries that they've had done, and she mentioned that she was thinking about getting lip filler. So this is very important because I'm pretty sure that the YouTuber that she was talking about in the video that gave her advice about lip filler was Makeupshayla, and she pretty much said that I think, yeah, it would look good if you got it in your upper lip. And pretty much she just took that as like advice, and she was going to debate on if she should get it or not, but she did appreciate the advice from the people that were there. So later on, I don't know if it was a few months after or if it was sooner, but basically Jeffree Star had tagged Mar on Twitter, and since she was a fan during the MySpace days, she was super excited, so she went to check Twitter to see why Jeffree Star was tagging her, and the tweet said, "The girl Shayla was insulting was Mariale, I hope I pronounced that right, official in New York City, case closed, deceased." So basically he was trying to say that that person that commented on her lip filler and suggested that maybe she'd look better if she had lip filler on the top of her lips, that person was getting accused by Jeffree Star of degrading her. And at first she was very confused, but then she checked her direct message, and Jeffree Star had actually direct messaged her, and he said, "People think I'm lying about what she said to you at the New York dinner. I was just standing up for you because I felt like she was insulting you and it was very uncalled for." So basically, during this part, she's thinking, oh, he is trying to be super nice to me. Maybe I'm not taking her comment as serious as I should, because she talked about how in the past she has done that where people say things to her, and she doesn't take it as serious as she probably should when somebody says something mean to her. So she does thank Jeffree, and she really appreciates it at this time, and she's thinking, maybe I need to start thinking about things a little bit more seriously and realize when people are saying things negative to me instead of trying to put it off. But this is not actually Jeffree's true intention, which is what she gets into in the next part of the video. So in the next part of the video, she talks about how she saw a larger conversation that tweet that she was originally tagged into was related to. And in these tweets, you can see that Shayla and Jeffree are having an argument. And it basically starts by Shayla saying, "Why would someone I met for 5 minutes be so hot and bothered over me?" So I'm pretty sure that was about Jeffree Star, and maybe they had some kind of drama behind the scenes, but at this time Mar did not know that. But basically they go back and forth, and he's talking about how Shayla made fun of Mar, and at first it's not directly talking about Mar, it's just talking about how she insulted somebody at the dinner, and then later on he does say that it is Mar who he's talking about. So that's the first tweet that she saw, was when she got tagged, and Jeffree was saying that that's the person that she was making fun of. And then after the argument, he said, "All these Instagram girls are all talk. I'll actually beat you to the ground and mean it." So basically he's really upset about something, and Mar just thought that he was upset because he was trying to defend her and he was not going to stand for women putting other women down. But that turns out not to be the case, because Mar and Shayla actually talked about this in direct message and also in public tweets. And they kind of just made up right away because she didn't want any drama. She didn't want having a larger audience to affect Shayla and have her get attacked. So she kind of just ended it really quick because she didn't want drama, which is very mature of Mar, and I think that is something that a lot of these people should do. Shayla said that, "I've only met you once and you are gorgeous. I would never degrade someone's character or physical appearance." And then Mar said, "Thank you for clearing this up. You are absolutely gorgeous." And then Shayla said, "I'm sorry you were involved in this. Continue to be great, girl power." So this shows that they made up, but actually there's more to this, because towards the end of the video she talks about how she realizes that Makeupshayla and Jeffree actually had some kind of drama going on already, and Jeffree was trying to use her. He didn't actually care about her. He just was trying to use her to try to take down Shayla. So this gets to the point of the video where I'm kind of connecting it to Tati and James. So the way that I'm connecting it to those two is how Jeffree is really good at pinning one person against another person to take out each other, while he just sits there and watches it happen. So if you remember from Tati's video, if you saw it, she posted a 40-minute video. If you haven't heard about it, I know my channel is still kind of new, so I don't know exactly what people have heard of and how much people follow the drama, but basically Tati made a 40-minute video. I can post it down below as well in the description if you want to go and watch it. But in this video, she talks about how Jeffree and Shane were both kind of getting her mind wrapped around these certain claims about James Charles so that she would eventually attack him. This is just what she thinks. I'm not saying it's 100% true. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying that's her claims. So if that is true, this kind of connects to that, because it seems like Jeffree Star was trying to use Mar to attack Shayla because Mar had a bigger audience. And I'm not saying it's the same with the bigger audience thing, because Jeffree Star has a bigger audience than Tati and had a way bigger audience at that time as well. But he's kind of planting the stuff in Tati's mind to try to get her to go and attack James, which is kind of the same thing as planting these things in Mar's mind, thinking that Shayla actually said something very rude to her. And I bet he was trying to get them to argue and hopefully cancel Shayla or get her completely destroyed by the fans of Mar because of her larger audience. So I really noticed those similarities, because it seems like Jeffree Star is really good at manipulating people, which is kind of already known. So this kind of just shows that Jeffree Star really tries to twist people's words. I'm kind of repeating myself, but honestly, it just shows how Jeffree Star is really good at manipulating, just like she said in her video. And I think there's very clear comparisons to this situation and the situation with Tati and James. The only difference is that Mar was not the type of person that's going to go and attack the other person. Tati got to the point with the vitamins when James promoted another brand where she decided to believe everything else that was being said, or she was hurt and it got in her mind and she was just wanting to make that video. I know in her video she said that the vitamins were not what caused the video to be made. Personally, I think that they definitely had some influence on it. Anyway, make sure to comment down below your opinion on this situation. Do you think that Tati made her video because of the vitamins? And also, do you think that this situation is very similar to the one with Tati and James? I'd really like to hear your opinions down below. Also, thank you to everybody that commented on my first video and gave me advice. I'm super excited to grow this channel and to get better and better with making the videos. So if you have any advice on how to make these videos more entertaining or what you'd like to see, I know it gets a little repetitive with the same people, but honestly, like a lot of YouTube drama is with the same like 5 people. So hopefully it doesn't get too repetitive. So if there's anything you want me to make a video about, make sure to comment down below. And if there's any advice you have or ways that you think I can make these videos better, make sure to comment below as well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.